Check, check. Ah, we have audio. Good morning. I am Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. And welcome. We have the Breeze 2 today from Aspire. Just got here. The thing is pretty cool. New, higher battery in it. I mean, a bigger battery in it, larger capacity. Has a button now. Check it out. It's VapeAM. We got the Aspire Breeze 2 mouth to lung kit. Oh yeah, and we're gonna vape Swaggsauce Salt Nick in it today. Yeah. Greatest intro in the history of vaping. Hello, good morning. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. And we're trying to grow old instead of dying of cancer here. We're trying to understand vape tech and the science of it and build a community. Hello to everyone who tuned in. Layton, Brian, Neil, Rob, Josh, everybody. Great to see everybody. And we'll see Michaela and some other people from Discord tune in. Make sure that you join us on Discord. There's a link in the description right down there. And Discord chat is where we have our chat all week long, all the time. I hope y'all are having a good morning. I have a giant cup of tea right here. Caffeine is really necessary. Juicy Jones Headquarters. Make sure you join us on Instagram and on Twitter as well. We're Juicy Jones HQ on Instagram and Juicy Jones on Twitter. This morning I've got the Aspire Breeze 2, and we're going to open this thing up and look at it compared to the old one. I didn't have the old one, but I have all the specs too, and we're going to look at it. There's some big upgrades in here. I also just want to say a few things about channel news. I got some Samsung 30Ts in the mail this week, and that's pretty exciting. For those of you who know that we're huge fans of the 20 and 21 millimeter battery revolution here at Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and these Samsung 30Ts or 35 amp batteries are absolutely amazing. When I put them in my Dreamer, for example, they don't even get warm. This is 0.08. And a 35 amp battery at 0.08 vapes freaking awesome and doesn't even get warm when it's dead. So those are great batteries, safe batteries. They just became available at imrbatteries.com. Buy all your batteries from imrbatteries.com, y'all. Don't want to hear about anybody else. Safety is the most paramount thing, and imrbatteries.com and illumin.com both will guarantee that the batteries they send you are the actual cells that you're buying, and not some rewrapped lie or substitute that was cheaper and has worse amp limits, just to fool you. And also, if you live in the UK or Europe, go to Fogstar. That's a good one. So, Neil, Layton, good morning, everybody. I hope you guys have audio now. I'm pretty sure you do. If you don't, you guys let me know. I am pretty excited about starting the Aspire Breeze here. Aspire just sent the feed link kit here recently, which I love this thing. It's a squonker. I'm squonking on my... Wow, looking good. You guys want to see a better focus? Look at this great looking dot mod 24 on the feed link. And this works absolutely great. It's got an 18650 in here. I've got my highest amp 18650. Annoyed. Yummy flavor. That is Van Gogh Vape's delicious sour belts. Love that stuff. So Aspire's been on a little bit of a roll here. They have brought a new Breeze in. The Aspire Breeze. And we're going to open this thing up and we're going to try some of these Swaggsauce e-liquids. Right now, I'm vaping on the Swaggsauce Swedish Fish. Oops. Here in my little purple Anakin Prism kit. And the stuff is pretty good. If you guys don't know about Salt Nicks are made for mouth to lung kits. They're not made to be vaped in sub-ohm tanks or to be dripped or anything like that. These are for mouth to lung kits. For what they are is a different formulation of the nicotine designed for your body to absorb it faster, and so you can have higher nicotine levels in more vapeable solutions. But you don't want to drip these things. They're too strong. It really is 50 nicotine. So they come in two strengths usually, which is 20 and 50, and they're made for these kinds of kits. I'll go into more details in a minute. So the Breeze 2 comes with some O-rings, the device. I don't know what a silicone seal is. A couple of coils. It has a 1 ohm and a 0.6. We're going to use the 1 ohm today. Micro USB cable for charging, a warranty card, and a user manual. Typical of Aspire, this will be a complete kit with what we need in it. I like Aspire. They're great. It's got a little opener here somewhere, but I know... Oh, there it is. Whee! But this part doesn't want to come off, Captain. Hey, Weird Will. Nice to see you. For those of you who just tuned in, I am Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and we are just taking the plastic off the Aspire Breeze 2. I want to thank Aspire for sending this thing to us to review, and we're going to have a real review of this thing as soon as we can. Right now, we're opening this thing up, and we're going to put some Swaggsauce e-liquid into it and compare it to the old specs. So we know what batch number we have here in case there's a problem. Scratch and sniff with a hologram and a UPC code. Slide this thing out of the box. Oops. Oopsie. Set that there. And this is interesting. I saw another box like this from iJoy, pressed cardboard. It's been glued together. The iJoy one didn't travel well, so we'll see how well these go. These are less expensive than wood and slightly stronger. Got a vinyl liner on the inside. See everything in here. We have a manual. Done for adult smokers. Tells us some of the specs. 3 mil capacity, 1,000 milliamp battery size and airflow and thing. The main differences are the old one had a 2 milliliter capacity and a 650 mAh battery, and it was slightly smaller. I think it was 93 by 33 by 18. And the old one did not have a button. And so this one does actually have a button. If you turn it, if you click it 5 times within 2 seconds, it'll turn it off. There'll be an indicator light at the bottom. The light will come on when you're vaping and show the charge. The charge is above 3.8, it'll be blue and orange. Between 3.8 and 3.5, it'll blue only. And below 3.5, it'll become orange. That is strange because it's not the same as the feed link. So Aspire, what are you doing making these different? This one is blue fully charged, blue and orange when it's not, when it's in the middle and only orange. Charge current is not quite 1 amp. So it should take 2 or 3 hours to charge. All right. Here are some extra pieces, and this is I see now what the silicone gasket is that they included. This is a little thing for you to plug that thing up for the refill system, plus O-rings, and this is refillable, which is cool. USB, useless B cable. The 2 coils. They're very similar. They have different juice flow. The one on the left here is the Breeze 1 ohm coil, and the one on the right is the Breeze 0.6. Just taking a look at the differences between these, they're real similar. They have different color O-rings. The 0.6 has larger juice intake by quite a bit. They both have a kind of inset juice intake, which isn't going to do great when the thing is when it's fully screwed in, but we'll see about that. We're going to grab the 1 ohm one and set it aside to use. And here is the Breeze 2. Let me have it. Lol, I can't get it out. All right. Do it the easy way. We'll do it the easy way. Come on. This thing looks cool. It's red. I believe it's an aluminum alloy that they use in here with plastic. That's a little cap, like a pocket cap. The mouthpiece. Airflow on the sides. That's the release button, both sides of this. If you press that, both of these comes out. This is what they replaced. They sent a replacement for this. It's the fill system. That must be the coil right there. And the connector, which has the 2 clips on the outside. It'll remain to be seen how well these last, but it's pretty good. That's all plastic inside there. It's real easy to activate. Not sure whether it'll ever happen in your pocket. Probably not. There's a USB connector, USB Type-C, little air vent for the battery, but otherwise it's pretty closed. Does it have a coil in it? I'm going to say yes. And how do we get it out? Let's look at the manual all together. Pull or remove drip tip, unscrew and pull out chimney unit. Detach atomizer from airflow control ring and place it with a new one. Through the chimney unit. So the top seems to be that they're taking it out while it's connected to the atomizer. Oh yeah, that pops off right there. So the top pops off. This is the airflow control ring, oops, which I've dropped. And you can see the coil slides down inside there. So that is pretty interesting. Here now, I'm going to take some rainbow candy from Swaggsauce. These come in 30 ml bottles, and Swaggsauce USA is your URL you should go to. Ooh, smells good. Rainbow candy is like the Sour Belts. I've tried these and they're good. I like the Van Gogh vapes a lot better. I think that the Sour Belts from Van Gogh pretty much nails it. But this is a good one, and I really like these, but I think that the 50 nic strength that these are is a little strong. If you guys remember, we got some Angel 30 milligram salt nic, and they were slightly easier. So what you do is you screw the coil into the airflow ring. We pre-wet the coil a little bit, just primed it, just a tiny bit. And then we slide it down into the breeze. And hopefully it screws in. There we go. So this is clever that they have an airflow control in here. Usually these mount-to-lung kits don't have anything like this, so I'm slightly impressed if it all stays together. And then that just stays on top. And the fill system is such that I actually don't know how you fill it. We're going to take another look here. We've got a picture of filling into this hole. I shall show you. We press the two buttons, grab this, and then you just sort of pull this up with your finger. And then fill it through there. It's a large hole, so it should be easy for pretty much anything. You can see through the smoked plastic there that it's filling up. Not having any problem. This is pretty strong, so this is going to last a long time. The nice thing about nicotine salts is that they're so strong, they're designed for mouth to lung, for you just to take a puff or two and then put it away. So this is a good opportunity for us to give this a second. There we go. And we take our lid with our mouthpiece. This is pretty simple, actually. Aspire. Something pretty interesting. Got one setting and a button on the back. I heard it. Did you hear it? Let's vape on it. Wow. I'm impressed with the flavor of that. The 50 nic is real strong. I like this. This rainbow candy from Swaggsauce. Van Gogh's really tastes much better, but Van Gogh's has the traditional nicotine in it too. This stuff has very strong nic, and it's made just to be a pocket piece. So you're supposed to just put this in your pocket and take a quick puff. And then put it away. Let me find the cap to this thing and get the full effect. But I get an instant head rush. This stuff is very high nicotine. I think 50 is too high for me. I'm going to get 30 next time. Love the way this thing looks. Sorry, I just had to mute it so I could sneeze. I get a little bit of a throat hit on this. It's a little bit harsh in this thing. It's definitely too strong at 50 to have this thing. I think 30 is going to be my go-to. I love this device. You can put regular e-liquid in this thing as well. I don't have this thing set to mouth to lung at all. I've got the airflow wide open and I've got salt nic in it. So this thing is perfectly suitable to regular nicotine. You don't have to put salt nicks in this. In fact, the salt nic that I put in there now in 50 is way too strong to keep vaping quite a bit. Like I'm starting to get kind of a scratchy throat and it'll be too much later. But I really love this thing. It's absolutely tiny. It's got a little cap on it. I wish the cap were maybe a little bit more secure. It just feels like that's just going to come right off instantly and easily. Like you can see, that's just not at all going to stay on there. It should have at least a click, but it doesn't. It just sort of friction fits on there, and it barely does. And there's a little bit of wiggle in this thing, but I absolutely love this little device. It's a tiny little vape device. Yeah, that lid is useless. It would have been better if they had given us a little plug like they put on the Aspire Revo and Revo 2. Which, as you guys know, I love my Revo and Revo Breeze. This is a Revo Breeze, which has the reduced airflow, and I have it on the old Revo tank filled up with my 21700s at 100 watts. This is absolutely fantastic. So Aspire has really done a job. This is a pretty cool little device. I think I may change from the salt nic to something a little bit less strong. Because that is very strong. I think that's too strong for me. So I'm not sure this really qualifies as a mouth to lung device. Because at 1 ohm, well, let me try this. Let's reduce the airflow like a lot. Huh. So yeah, you can reduce the airflow down there quite a bit. It's not quite to mouth to lung, but almost. It's down pretty darn low. Yeah, that's good. It's interesting. So the conclusion is, love this little device. Can't wait to carry it around some more. The 15 strength salt nic is a little bit too strong for me, but this thing is suitable for any kind of e-liquid, especially with the 0.6 ohm coil. So with 1,000 mAh, you're doing pretty good. This thing is only a little bit bigger than the predecessor to Breeze 1, and it's got, 350 more mAh. So that is cool. 50% more battery power. That's cool. So what do you guys think out there? Everybody, hi Michaela, it's great to see you. Everybody say hello. Looks like Michaela says Zamplebox is making a pod system. Leighton says definitely worth a try. Corey doesn't like the locking system on the cap either. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this so far. And so far, I'm probably just going to carry it around like that in my pocket. I'm sure I'll carry this little cap around, but we all know it's not going to stay. So at least a rubber band or a click or something. And otherwise, this is great. I love all you guys. We have to go and pick up our car from the dealership here, and they're going to come pick us up in a few minutes. So unfortunately, there's no time for the live hangout chat afterwards. But we're going to be in Discord. Make sure that you click on the like and subscribe button down there if you like these videos. We're here every Wednesday and Saturday in the morning at 8 o'clock. And we're on Discord on the link right down there. This is Eli Juicy Jones, that's me, and Juicy Jones HQ, Orbital Vaping Headquarters. And we are here twice a week. Oops, I accidentally reloaded my chat. We're here twice a week. And thank you so much for tuning in and have a great Saturday morning. I'm sorry we have to go early, but I got to go get my car. This is one of those things where the dealership will not wait. Thank you.